Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and it's been a little while since my last What's on my Android video, and quite a few things have changed here on my Nexus 6, plus it's back to school season here for me, so I thought it'd be cool to show you all what I have. Let's go ahead and take a look. So the first thing I should mention is the skin I'm rocking on the back of my Nexus 6. This is a limited edition bamboo skin from D-Brand, as is the colored X cutout pieces. So unfortunately they're no longer available, but I'll have a link down below to their site where you can check out all of their high quality skins. Oh, and I'll also have a link to the apps that I mentioned too. But anyway, I've also got the titanium M logo cut out here on the dimple, which I really like. I really enjoy just how fresh the phone looks with this faux bamboo coupled with the colored X. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what I have installed on my Nexus 6. So I like to keep a very sparse look, which is why you won't find many apps or games here. I'm currently using the Google Now launcher, and I have two home screens aside from Google Now. The first one houses my most used apps like G-Tasks, which is what I use for keeping track of tasks such as homework or video due dates. The reminder and snooze settings are particularly useful to me, as are the colored labels. I also have Studio, which is a great tool for YouTube content creators who want to view their analytics on the go. And Google Play Music is what I use for my music listening needs, since uploading your own tracks is seamless. Now Phoenix is what I've switched back to as of yesterday for its simple UI and quick swipe actions, but I've also got Falcon Pro hanging around just in case I decide to go back. Now on the second home screen you'll find secondary used apps. Pocket Cast is my favorite podcast app because of its beautiful and intuitive UI. I don't listen to many podcasts, but for the few that I do, this app definitely gets the job done. The auto download settings are really useful for me because I can have it auto download a new podcast when I have a connection, so if I don't later, I can still listen to it. The animations are also pretty nice. I've also got Snapchat, Periscope, and Instagram here for my social needs, as well as Google+. I use Drive for school files and such, so it's got a spot here too. And then YouTube for when I want to watch a few videos in my spare time. Gmail, photos, and of course 9gag, which is a collection of funny, strange, and interesting memes, images, and GIFs. If we take a look at my app drawer, you'll notice there isn't much here, but I do have the Android Wear app for my Moto 360 and Blur Wallpaper, which is an app I recently found. It's really nice for blurring wallpapers because of its extremely simple and easy to use UI, but you can also decrease saturation and brightness in the image you want to blur. It's a neat little wallpaper blurring app. Then there's Cabinet for my file managing needs, which looks and works beautifully. There are a bunch of theming options, which is what I really like about it. Next up is the Cardboard app, which is here so I can use the OnePlus Cardboard I got last month. It's not used often, but it's fun to show to friends and family. I've also got Ding Dong, which is a game I featured in the TGIF playlist, and Dropbox for storing my APKs and wallpapers. But here's that geocaching app I mentioned in my Periscopes. If you aren't familiar, geocaching is essentially a real-world treasure hunt. Use GPS and the app to locate caches, which range in difficulty to obtain, terrain, and size. These caches will contain various things such as action figures, coins, dice, and more. Once found, you can add something and sign your name on a log sheet and be on your way. It's really fun if you enjoy the outdoors and hunting around for things. Anyway, I've also got GTA San Andreas and another game from the TGIF playlist, One More Dash. Then there's the usual Google apps and Pocket. Pocket is useful if you want to save things like articles for later if you can't take a look at them when you find them. Pushbullet is also really useful if you're constantly moving pictures from your computer to your phone or vice versa, but it also lets you text from your computer through its SMS sync feature, which is really handy for me. It's an all-around awesome app. Remote Desktop is also another one of those utility apps that allows me to control my computer with my phone when I'm away. It's made by Google and uses your Gmail account, so signing in and using it is really seamless. Now moving on to the last page, here I've got Space Climb, which is a pretty fun game, and Terra. Now I mentioned Terra on Google+, and it's a satellite image wallpaper app. It's really cool if you enjoyed the Lollipop or Android M styled wallpapers, and then there's some apps that are used with the OnePlus Cardboard. But anyway, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe down there for more videos from me. And don't forget to check out the description for all the apps that I mentioned, as well as a link to D-Brand and a link to the wallpaper that I have here on my Nexus 6. I hope you have a good Friday and a great weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.